All right, y'all. Welcome back again to Sasquatch Sports Reactions. I keep messing it up. Sasquatch Sports Reactions is a new channel. Uh, I am in week 12 still, and we're gonna get to your game. I know one of these teams is gonna be yours. I react to every condensed game on YouTube every week. I've been doing that for about 5 years now, and I started to just say, well, why don't I just record myself reacting to it. Here we go. We're still in week 12 of 2025, and this is the Atlanta Falcons against the New Orleans Saints. Again, I don't know the outcome of these games. So, without further ado, here we go. Let's get this one started. Let's see. Who am I looking for in this game? I like Drake London. That's one of my favorite players right now. Uh, Penix, I don't know if he's playing this week here, and also I don't think he is. I think he's injured still. And then I like Kyle Pitts. I don't think he's at his potential right now. He may need to move to a new team. I don't know when his contract is up, but hey, we'll take him here in Houston. We'll take him. All right, let's go.
An interesting change-up from what they typically do.
Maybe getting a little bit more comfortable with Shuck at the controls. Camaro lost the ball, and D'Alford recovers it. On the move, down near the...
I like the all black here with the Saints. I really like I'm 50 years old. Okay. I really enjoy the being more loose with team uniforms. You know, the NFL is changing with the age group of the watcher, the viewer, right? Like, so I'm Gen X, and so I've got the best of both worlds, as far as like, starting with let's just take music for instance, right? I was born right around the beginnings of hip hop. So I've grown up with hip hop. Hip hop just turned 50 years old, 2-3 years ago, and I'm 50. So I grew up with hip hop, and so all that stuff is tradition. Like, we like the old school. My generation, hip hop lovers, we like the old school hip hop. We like hip hop from the 80s. We like hip hop from the 90s. We like hip hop from the 2000s. We like hip hop now, and we like what's coming. We like the past and the future and the present. That's what I really like about Gen X. A lot has the growth of just the world, right, has gotten better, has grown more exponential in our lifetime, in the Gen X lifetime, than the baby boomers lifetime. The growth has been more exponential. I feel like the millennials, I feel like their thing kind of came and went. It's still there. But this is anecdotally, of course, millennials, they were always to me like, now, what's next? What's next? What's next? We don't deal with the past. What's next? Whereas Gen X, we like past, present, future. So I say that to say all this stuff's changing. Them letting them NBA players, wear different uniforms now. It's to the point now where, as growing up, the home team always wore white in the NBA. It was like it was the rule. The home team wore white, and the away team wore the colors. Now it's the home team gets to choose whatever they want to wear, and the away team has to pick something opposite of that. In football, it was the same thing. The home team could pick; they could wear whichever, dark or white, but they would usually pick the dark colors. You had a few teams, I can name two, that never wore their dark colors, and to this day they still don't at home. Well, one of them changed. So the Commanders used to be the Redskins. They used to always wear their white jerseys at home. I know this is going a little long. You can fast forward if you like. They used to always wear the white jerseys at home, and the Cowboys still to this day will not wear those dark jerseys at home. like it has to be some sort of special game, or if they wear those throwbacks, they'll wear those throwback dark jerseys at home sometimes with the white helmets. But if they're wearing their traditional uniform, they're at home, they are wearing white. So 90% of the time when you see the Cowboys play, they have on white jerseys because the home team is gonna wear their dark jersey. So, but anyway, I do love these Saints all black. This looks like their normal uniform, but they're just wearing the black helmet with the gold logo today. I like that black helmet. I like it better than the gold helmet with the black logo. I wish they'd wear these a little more often. But yeah, so that's enough for that. And now they got, they had the color swatch uniforms a while back. They don't wear those anymore, the fluorescent ones. But every team has alternate jerseys and they wear them once or twice a year. And I just think that's great. I think, these sports need to change with the times. They've gotten more loose with end zone celebrations. That's a good thing. I grew up with that being popular and them throwing flags on it, but the younger the NFL crowd is, that age group has the most viewers. So you want to cater to the age group, the demographic that views your product the most. It's just smart. So that was my little rant. You can fast forward through that if you like. Here we go. Saints and Falcons.
30. And this Atlanta Falcons group trying to snap its skid. On 3rd down and 4, it's Cousins. Doesn't realize that Chase Young was looming in the background for the sack. In game number 3 with the Falcons for Zane Gonzalez. And he, as the 3rd Atlanta kicker of the season, has been excellent. He's perfect.
Saints fans in the comments, tell me if y'all have a gold jersey. I think that'd be interesting, a gold jersey. Or one day if y'all came out with all gold. All gold, gold helmet, gold jersey, gold pants.
On his kick attempts, you guys face one another more than any other quarterback matchup in the history of the NFL. Mason Tipton will take the line drive. He's got it. There goes Mason Tipton. Gonzalez to try and beat, and Zane Gonzalez slows him up. Tipton still going down inside the 20. Worst red zone efficiency in the NFL for New Orleans. Now Shuck back in, trying to escape. He cannot get away from Brandon Dorless, who is playing excellent football the last month of the year. It's Blake Grupe, who had a very rocky start to the season. He has been much better as of late, but he misses this one wide to the right.
A lot of these initial snaps have been heavy personnel.
Cousins under pressure is able to get out of it, looking for Darnell Mooney, and he makes the grab. He can find a little bit of rhythm with Cousins. He's lined up to the right. Quick out from Cousins, and a connection with David Sills. 3rd and long, 4-man rush. Cousins has that ball knocked away into the hands of his lineman. Elijah Wilkinson was trying to rescue it. He's got a couple this year. He batted that one down to set up 2nd and 10. Shuck. Got some zip on that pass to Chris Olave, who ducks down into Alford, but it's good for a 1st down. Just a 4-man Atlanta rush. Shuck on the move, diving catch is made short of the sticks. Nice effort there by Juwan Johnson. They did spot the ball properly at the 23. That's where Michael Davis made contact for New Orleans. So that's where Atlanta starts this drive. And Cousins with a floater. It is bobbled and corralled by Kyle Pitts. Cousins sacked twice on 3rd down. This time he delivers outside to Darnell Mooney, who picks up the 1st. Cousins swings it out. Here's Robinson. This is where he's dangerous. In space. Sills the block. Robinson chased down. Finally brought down by the veteran Justin Reed. Saints looking for a stop. Falcons have the best streak in the red zone of the NFL going. Cousins, pressure picked up. End zone shot, touchdown. David Sills. Falcons extend the lead. And an excellent job by the offensive line to pick up the pressure.
Yeah. Kirk Cousins talked about his rapport with Sills and the fact that they've just been running scout team together here the entire year. So that me-to-you connection is there. They motion Bijan Robinson out of the backfield. He pulls that underneath coverage down.
He started the first 8 games. There's Tipton. They're going to use him with his speed, and he gets right to the sticks and clotheslined by Jesse Bates after he picks up 11. Second-round pick out of Louisville sees pressure and gets rid of it fast, and it's picked up by Vele. 20 now in the last 4 games for Atlanta. Third and long. Chuck steps up, throws, and incomplete. Boy, Xavier Watts had a better shot at it. Another heavy tight end set, and a handoff for Algier and a first down. It's bumped down by Jonas Sanker, the rookie, but not after a 13-yard pickup for Tyler Algier. Robinson's back in. Here comes an extra body. Robinson picks up the pressure, and that ball is out of the hands of Kyle Pitts, and it's the veteran Justin Reed with the move and the touchdown. His first in 7 years, and the Saints are right back in it.
It's these contested catches that Kyle Pitts has had trouble with today. It's just a simple slant. Kurt tries to throw it second window. Maybe Kyle Pitts gets distracted a little bit, but nonetheless, when you get DBs in and around the ball, you're ready for those opportunities.
Fake it to Robinson. Cousins wanted to go deep, instead dumps it off, and a nice maneuver right back to Charlie Horner. As many catches in the last 2 plays as he had in the first 10 games this season. Keep it with Robinson, one cutback, first down. Bijan Robinson inside the 25-yard line. 3rd and 5. Here comes the blitz. And Cousins nearly got knocked down by Isaiah Stallbird. Eventually, Stallbird recovers and brings him down for the first sack of his NFL career. Zane Gonzalez field goal try from 41. And Gonzalez will slide it through, but there is a flag thrown as well. Extra body coming for Atlanta. Shuck floats it. Near side caught. Past the sticks to Juwan Johnson and a first down. 3rd down. Oh, quick pressure on Shuck, who just tried to shovel it forward. Looking for Neal. Ends up incomplete. Boy, Brandon Dorlus just kind of busted off the line. He missed from 38. This from 47. And Ruby is wide right again. On 3rd and 5. 5-man pressure. Cousins across the middle. Drummond trying to get to the sticks. He does get out of bounds. And just a 4-man rush for New Orleans. Here comes Cousins stepping up. He wants to stop the clock, so he's going to get to the sticks. Take a shoulder as well from Justin Reed. A couple of veterans going at it there. Penalty hurt him as it kind of takes him out of the preferred field goal range. Cousins, middle, down. It's Drummond. Now they're going to hustle up. They have time to clock it. Which they do. Well-executed stuff at the end of this first half by Atlanta and the veteran Kirk Cousins.
I think he was offsides. I really do.
Gonzalez right down the middle from distance and plenty of it to extend the Atlanta lead at the halftime break to 2 scores. It's 16-7.
Certainly there has to be a sense of urgency.
It's going to be Devin Neal, the rookie in the backfield. Shuck off the fake, will throw it out to Neal. And a nice move and a good alley find by Neal. They've got an athlete back there. And it's a heavy dose of him to start this second half. He's got the first down on 3rd and 2. There's a carry for Taysom Hill, and he lunges out near the sticks. Another 3rd and short, and it's Taysom Hill with a head of steam and an extra push into the red zone. Hill back in, lining up wide. Chuck floats one. There might be a flag on this play. There will be. They have the safety Xavier Watts.
Pass interference. Defense number 31. All persons called a foul. Automatic first down.
Johnson moves outside. A fake to Hill. Shuck trying to move forward, and he got grabbed by Jesse Bates. Got a yard, and it's 4th and goal. It is Taysom Hill from the 1.5, rolling. He can throw it if he wants. He will. It's batted into the air and incomplete. And Atlanta gets a huge stop inside its own 5-yard line. Ronnie Harrison Jr. got the tip. 3rd and 7. Atlanta will keep it conservative here, but could pick up the first. Robinson gets very close.
Taysom Hill at quarterback.
There it is. He can keep it. He will, and he's got the first down. Little zone read play with Neal and Hill, and Taysom keeps it for a yard and a fresh set of downs. He's a tight end in this formation, motioning out. Shuck underneath. Neal trying to outrun Ellis. He will. First down. And puts a shoulder into Mike Hughes. 2nd and 17 now. Line to gain is all the way down to the 11. Shuck fires over the middle. They're going to get all of it as Olave gets to the sticks. Over the head of Taysom Hill. Runs it down and throws it away. Wow. And it'll be 4th down and goal. A disaster for New Orleans. Ruby's already missed 2 field goals today. This time he'll get back on track and make it a 1-score game. Like Pereira on top of it as always. So 2nd and a quarter of the field. Robinson got some blockers in front, and he bursts through the alley, and he gets knocked down by Demario Davis, and they pick up all of that yardage back and then some. A 33-yard play for Bijan Robinson. Longest play of the game right there, 33 yards, takes him into New Orleans territory. Big to Robinson. Cousins wants to take a shot. It's Mooney. It is caught. It's a touchdown. Shades of 2024 as Cousins finds Mooney for the touchdown. Trying to make it a 14-point lead with a 2-point conversion. It's Robinson lunging, and this is a 14-point game. We're down to 3. Pressure coming. Pierce again. Brings down Shuck near the 30-yard line. The rookie has been relentless. 3rd and 10. There's Algier. Stallberg just got a piece of him, and Algier dragged it to the 45. It's 4th down and 2. The Saints find the big plays that they had 2 weeks ago against Carolina to try to get back in it. It's Olave, and you can tell if he had slipped past Hughes, that would have been a big gainer. Now Shuck stepping up, avoids some pressure. That was a nice duck under move by Tyler Shuck. And he just slid ahead for a first down. That's the longest run.
Tell you what, he's making his mark there in Atlanta.
Leading tackle for the Falcons again. Shuck rifles over the middle, and Jesse Bates, the veteran defensive back, one of the great ball hawks in the league, cut that one off. 4th down and 15. They got to get to the 44 to keep this game going. Shuck on the move. Is it behind the line? The lunging attempt by Dante Pettis. It's going to be short, and Atlanta's going to take over on downs. Here is Algier on 3rd down and 6. He's trying to stay inbounds. Brought down by a line.
They can play in space, and they got nose for the football.
There's a high school wide receiver in Winston-Salem as well. Shuck maneuvering, stopping, throwing a dangerous pass, and that was nearly picked by Watts. It may have been grabbed at the last moment by Bailey.
You're in desperation time, so you can pull out all the stops.
Shuck throws to Olave. He's tackled inbounds. The team that's trying to turn around its red zone deficiencies this year. Catch made, and stepping out of bounds is Johnson. Meanwhile, the other big story today is Atlanta's defense.
It moved the other way, but wide receiver.
There's Shuck. There's some of that pocket movement and a nifty play to get it ahead. The catch was made by Jack Stoll, the former Philadelphia Eagle and Miami Dolphin. Shuck moves around.
And look, he's got a good feel for the game. You know, there's just some things that natural for him, especially when he steps up in the pocket.
6'5", pretty good movement. And a nice arm on a throw to the outside. First down, catch made by Tipton with 70 seconds left. 23 sacks the last 4 games for Atlanta. Shock, a little floater as he's able to find Juwan Johnson inside the 30.
How about Falcons sack production here on the last 4 games?
Like 5+ in every game. Olave's the target. It is going to be Watts instead with his first interception since September. And the rookie has his 3rd in the NFL. That one will seal the deal.
He came in and played inspired.
How about Kirk Cousins, who at one point near the deadline requested a trade to try to get an opportunity?
We got the Falcons moving to 4-7, and the Saints dropping to 2-9. Oh man, we the Saints, y'all. I had a college buddy that played for the Saints, and that's how he would talk about his team as he was playing for them, because they were not very good when he was playing. I think he was there right before Drew Brees got there. So anyway, that was week 12, 2025, Falcons Saints. On to the next game. Please like and subscribe. Help me out. Just getting going. And, let me know what other sports you want me to check out. I'll just give you my top sports. Football, number 1, and I mean NFL. Number 2, I've got a close second with basketball and MMA. I'm gonna say basketball. Rockets fan here, and then so I'll put 3 at MMA. There used to be boxing, but not many good boxers out there right now. So MMA, been in that for 20 years. So there we go there. Then I'll say boxing, and then I'll say, I guess I'll put baseball right there. I just recently, being honest, I just recently got into baseball a little bit. I've always known the rules and all that. I'm an Astros fan, naturally. But as they got good and started winning World Series, that's when I kind of picked up my interest in baseball. So I'll even watch some of these versions of baseball if you guys want. But my bread and butter is going to be football, basketball, and MMA. So, all right, let me know in the comments. Next game coming up. Peace.